Hey YouTube, uh, looking at viewer submitted battles from Ace Trainer BGC, so thanks for the submission. Again, if you're sort of newer here, I don't really shoutcast, I more just kind of critically analyze the matchups, what you do well, team build, stuff like that. So if you want to be analyzed, link in the description to submit your battles. Typhlosion, Cresselia, Quagsire. So very balanced team, right? Quagsire's only weakness is grass. Typhlosion's going to deal with grass. Cresselia is a safe swap. I was about to say, I could see waters being a bit of an issue because Typhlosion is going to have problems with water, and Quagsire, Aquatail is resisted by water. You do have Crest with Grass Knot, so that kind of is okay. So it's a balanced team. I'm guessing you're probably going to save Shield for Typhlosion and Quagsire, given how glassy they are, and just let Cresselia eat it, but we will see. So, Lickitung lead. Like, as you can see, those licks are adding up quickly. You could live one Body Slam, but it'd be really close, so going to shield up that Body Slam. Going to get one more Incinerate, going straight for the Blast Burn. I think so too, because I think you could potentially get to 2 Blast Burns here before they get to it. So there's one. Can you get to another one? I think so, yeah. So now you'll win in this one shield or they'll double shield. I was about to say, I don't know many people who would double shield a lick. Oh, okay, so yeah, I was about to say, did you see that? Okay, good. I think, I've had this happen before too, where either like you think you have a Pokemon with a little bit of health left, or you are just like not thinking and you're tapping the button and you like the Pokemon comes below and you basically auto swap into that one. So they auto swapped into the Frostlass into a Typhlosion, which is obviously ice into a fire is terrible. So they had to then immediately get out. So now you got this switch locked, and Crest is the perfect answer with Grass Knot here. They will Stone Edge you, does not matter. Double super effective Grass Knots. Let's take another move here. They're switch locked, right? So you can very easily get to 2 Grass Knots here. So this should be a easy takedown here. Going straight up to back to back. That's fine. Doesn't really matter when you throw, as long as you get these both off. They realize their mistake and they get top left. Oh, I said Frostlass. It was a Ninetales. I saw an Ice Fairy is Ninetales. And now they just, yeah, this game's over. I was going to say Frostlass would have been a little bit better. You could have got a Shadow Ball off, but no. No good. Yeah, yeah, I'll just let it go. I was going to say, it may actually not be a bad idea to get the move off, because I don't know how much energy they have, and yeah, it was very, very smart to get the move off. I thought I would just like Incinerate, but sometimes the game does not let you even register, and Charm from that low probably could have maybe taken you out, even though it's resisted, because Typhlosion is very glassy. Okay, Whiscash, terrible lead. I'm imagining Crest is your safe swap here. Staying in, which I'm immediately wondering why. Trying to catch a move. I don't... Or loading energy for later. I'll let this play out. See, this is my only problem here. So you're loading energy for later, which I get it. But what you do is, let's see how many mud shots they get through on you here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you get up. So they have 5 on you, which again doesn't do a lot of damage because it's just a mud shot, but taking super effective mud shots when you don't have to. You also got them to 6 energy. Now I get that you're getting that energy onto Crest anyways, so it's fine. But if you like, so you're taking that damage, but even if you instant swap, you put the pressure on them to either get out right away, or farm up and try and get the move off on Crest. Because again, I saw they came in with Talonflame. Talonflame with Flame Charge and Fly. Now that Crest has Future Sight, it's way better for Crest in that matchup there. So they kind of have to chip first with Whiscash. So basically allowing them to get all that energy to allow them to chip quicker to then make it an easier matchup in the mid game still ensures alignment there. I just think that like if you give up all that energy on the front end, you just allow them to chip you easier to ensure that they keep the mid game to keep alignment on the bad matchup there, as opposed to going straight in right away with Crest and force them to like give Crest energy or get out right away and force them into like their whatever mid game matchup there. So they will chip with Scald. You do, and the attack fall, right? So they chip you down to like 60%, and you got the attack fall. So this will not KO, and you have to get to a second one. Okay, so they shield. They're just really gonna ensure they have a move coming out, right? Because a fly would still take out Typhlosion, a boosted fly, just a grass knot. I assume they'll let this go, especially with Typhlosion having Thunder Punch. You do have a Thunder Punch. You have a shield advantage. Both get Incinerate off. You'll win CMP for sure. Typhlosion over Talonflame. I say for sure, but I'm actually not positive. I assume Typhlosion's just like an attack cannon, right? They go for the second, but now you're just going to get to a move, and they try and catch, and now you are boosted. They're in a boosted resistant move. It's still going to do a ton of damage. Yeah, and you're just going to stay in there. Yeah, you can stay in there. Here's the thing, like, do they have any shields left? No, they burned them both, right? So you, with Quagsire in the back, you have such a good answer for Talonflame anyways. You don't need to like rush out. If this was like a grass or something, like, again, you wouldn't run that team. Yeah, you could cover Typhlosion's water weakness with a grass, but if it's something like that, then you could cover it in the back. Where does Tentacruel come from? Is this the third Pokemon? What did I miss while I was talking? Yeah, you took out the Whiscash. Talonflame's gone. Okay, and they have a Tentacruel in the back. Got it. And you have a shield advantage. Going for the Stone Edge. This is where Mud Bomb is sorely missed. This and Lantern is, and I guess Toxapex. Anything like a poison water sort of thing is where you miss it. Going to shield up. Ooh, baited. And now they're going to get a move off on you. Now they're going to win. Could you have done anything yet? So again, I don't mind this Blast Burn to taking it low. You have the Talonflame dead with this. Take this out so you don't take any more damage. I agree with that. Out comes the Tentacruel. Get the Stone Edge. And then you just got baited and they had a move on Talonflame. So I guess the argument here, and I'll go again, hindsight's always what I say. Looking back, 80-20, I don't know, whatever the saying is. Looking back in hindsight, you're at like 70% health. It's a non-shadow Tentacruel. I doubt that a Scald from a Tentacruel is going to do much to a Shadow Quagsire. Now, I'm going to just check that. Quagsire, Shadow, with against a non-Shadow Tentacruel. We are going, let's just say Scald, because I just want to see how much it does. Scald would do 47%. 78 damage to a Shadow Quagsire. So 70 damage, about 50%. How much are you at? You're at like 70%. Because did the Talonflame have a move here? Because if the Talonflame had a move here, I think you need to respect the Talonflame's fly a lot more than you do the Scald here. Oh no, they had to get at least one more move. Do they have a shield? Did you just like miss time there? Okay, yeah, okay. If they didn't have a shield, then you just like, you could have taken them out there, or yeah. So you just like overfarmed when you could have probably just taken them out. So I think that was a bigger issue. Because I was trying to think like, Talonflame's Incinerate is resisted. Poison Jab is resisted from Tentacruel. If Talonflame had a fly, like again, I didn't know if I wasn't counting, so I didn't know if they had a fly or not. If they had a fly, the argument could be made with a resisted Poison Jab and resisted Incinerate. You want to respect the fly more than you do the Scald. I already closed it, so I can't even see how much a Talonflame Fly does. I would imagine it'd be more than a Scald. But I'm actually not positive. But I would do that. But then again, your loss was over farming there when you could have just taken it out and then had this back on Tentacruel. Okay, this is a weird matchup where you're both doing super effective with each other. They have an advantage in the fact that they're going to get to these rock slides really fast, and a rock slide will take you out. And this will be CMP. I think you would have won CMP though. So would it have been CMP? Because you're at 15. Maybe it wouldn't have been CMP and you tried to catch. Okay. So come in here, try to catch, get this off. They shield. Again, I think they can live one future sight, but I think they're just going to farm up and then just come out with 2 flies here. So even the shields, let this one go. Oh, they flame charge take you. Oh, that full incinerate went through, but that's okay. This will chip enough that you just want to get it off. One Psycho Cut's not going to add much. So they're boosted ×2. So now you're in a weird spot. I guess, just coming in here, going to win CMP. I don't know what they're doing because they're... Oh, no, I guess they already dumped a bunch of energy. Coming... And now the man sign. Okay. So Stone Edge. Sorry, this matchup's like... I can hear myself. And now the comments are coming back to me here. So good landing. The Stone Edge is nice. I think you can just... I think they have 2... I'm worried that they have 2 rock slides. Yeah, you got to go Aqua Tail here to take this out. Somewhere they have two rock slides that can take you out. Going back to back here. This will be... I can't believe you actually grabbed a shield there. I can't believe you grabbed the shield there. They should never have let that shield go there. Because they could have won that matchup. They could have like let that go. Come in. You're pretty low on your Quagsire, just like Mudshot. Have a shield. They already had like 100 energy, so they had 2 rock slides. So they could have easily like just Mudshot down and then rock slide your Typhlosion back to back there. Mirror match. Incinerate. That is insane that these Incinerators are doing this much. I think they're going to shield anyways. So I don't know about that. That's the thing. Like I don't think there's any reason to throw Blast Burn there. I think Thunder Punch is more than enough given how much these Incinerates are doing. Like, look at how much 3 Incinerates did to them and look how much 4 Incinerates did to you. Like a Thunder Punch from a Shadow Typhlosion attack heavy onto a Shadow Typhlosion weak defensively. A Thunder Punch is more than enough. You don't need to burn all that Blast Burn energy here. It's all like Incinerate's resisted and it's still chunking, and that's exactly right. You do not need to burn that Blast Burn energy there. Thunder Punch is the only thing you need for Typhlosion. Now Blast Burn's gonna hurt here. Yeah, I don't mind shielding this because Blast Burn would really freaking hurt Shadow on Shadow here. Now I throw in 4. Yep, I do not want to take another move unnecessarily here, so I'm definitely getting this off. You're down a shield though. Oh no, you're even shields, but you lost switch. Okay, Stone Edge here is nice. I would try and catch on Cress if you can. Going just for the Aqua Tail. I don't think Aqua Tail takes out. And if I were them and I know that, I would let it go. And okay, so you did catch on the Crest. I was supposed to say, I think the move is catching on the Crest. And you did. Caught the Ice Beam. That's nice. Charge Bug. Ooh. Charge Bug's tricky because X's are super effective against Psychic. Okay, bad fast move timing there. So, and someone posted in the comments to M2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You threw, and they got how many? They got the 4th one through after, because someone posted in the comments. Let me just watch this back one more time, because I think I learned something from someone in the comments here. Okay, so they got 1 volt switch there, 2, Wait, what is with these volt switches? Is it like weirdly lagging, or is it just like... Okay, so that's your 3. I feel like... Okay. I was gonna say that was a weird timing, but maybe it's just because it's sped up weird. It just seemed like they were like the volt switches were lagging behind your Psycho Cuts. Because you only get... It's only a 2-turn move for Psycho Cut, so you should link up on your second one. But it seemed like you were doing like 3, so I don't know. It just seemed... It just... Maybe it's because the video sped up a lot. It just kind of looked weird. Anyways, X-Scissor will take you out from this range, so you have to shield. And they have back-to-back moves anyways. Yeah, that's tough with Crest because you're taking super effective. Oh, it does not quite take you out. Farm down. Oh, not quite. Okay, so actually, if they dump their energy, if they dump back-to-back here, you have to dump your energy. So you got that off there. They farm you down. That's fine. They get the back to... They got 1 shield from you here. 1 shield here, because I thought it would take out, but you shielded. And then they went back to back here. So how low are you is the question. And how much energy do you have? Okay, no, it doesn't matter. That's fine. Because I was gonna say if you had like 1 short of 2 Aqua Tails, you throw the first one and then you can go Mud Shot Aqua Tail before that Volt Switch registers. But it looks like you were 2 short, so that Volt Switch would have taken you out. So you had to commit to the farm down. That's fine. Okay, bad lead. Crest is not a great safe swap either, but you're staying in here. Yeah, this is rough. I don't think you take those. Yeah, Crest is a bad safe swap in this matchup, but you have to go. You can't take those super effective smackdowns. Like, Bastion is not attack heavy, but man, you are glassy, right? Shadow Typhlosion is glassy. So just taking these smackdowns, 3 smackdowns has already put you down like 30% before you get into now Crest, which is going to get a bad matchup probably somewhere else. It's not a terrible matchup against Wiggly. Yeah, I just think you're going to lose anyways with Typhlosion there. You need to switch into Crest immediately. They're going to commit to keep switch here, which is fine. You grabbed a shield. I would let this go. I would future... No, I don't think there's a reason to do this because you're going to lose anyway. You may grab a second shield, but you're going to lose anyways. If you grab a second shield, that's not the worst. And I think you can because Crest is tanky enough. I think you would have got to a future site. They may shield anyways because they could just farm down here. Can you get to another move now? No, but they catch on Bastiodon. Interesting. Okay, so you were right going Grass Knot because you did get to a third. Why would they give up switch like that? I mean, if you're going to lose it, you might as well catch and keep some of that energy alive. Flash Cannon. Interesting. Because you have such a good... Again, this one actually won't take out because it's very... Yeah. I will say, you want to come out with a bunch of energy, but then I forgot like how much damage Bastiodon can take. Taking those resistant moves. Shadow Vic, Stone Edge. I don't know. I've never seen this. I was going to say like 90%. And a Snipe on a Wiggly. I was going to say they're dry on the Vic, so you just shield this up. Farm down, come out with a Blast Burn, and Blast Burn this thing into oblivion. Oof. We've done 9 minutes of battles and 19 minutes of video here. Okay. Bad lead. Nope. Same thing. Same thing as last time. Nope. I know you're trying to catch. The problem is you can't even catch on 2. I think this is what my biggest problem is here. It's one thing if you have a bad matchup that you're trying to catch a move on Crest. If they're going Scald, you're not going to catch on 2 Incinerates because 2 Incinerates is 5. So if you're trying to catch a Mud Bomb, actually, you know what? I take it back. They wouldn't throw Scald. They would throw a Mud Bomb and you can catch on 5. Okay, I get it. Never mind. You try. Okay, Yeah, okay, I get that play a little more now. I still don't I still don't know if it's the right play, but I can see your perspective more now. Your perspective is Incinerate's a 5-turn move. It's going to take them until 5 mud shots to get to a mud bomb, which is 10, which lands on your second incinerate. So just go 2 incinerates. You'll take a couple mud shots. Mud shot's not a super effective move. You can get some energy and then try and catch that mud bomb on Cress. Both times it has not worked out because they have not thrown right away. And I think they're not throwing, and this is why I still disagree with the move. They're not throwing right away because they have no move to fear from you, especially Thunder Punch, right? If anyone, if again, I think a lot of people can count at this point. I think I'm probably one of the minority who don't count it in GBL. But I think a lot of people know counts in movesets. So if they know that Typhlosion is 2 to a Thunder Punch, 3 to a Blast Burn, right? They don't need to throw right on 10 because you're not going to Thunder Punch them. That's very resisted non-stab. So you have to go to the third Incinerate to get to the Blast Burn. And by that point, they can do 2 more Mud Shots to 7 and then Mud Bomb you out. So it's a really, really bad matchup. I get your initial thought of like trying to catch that move, but there's no point when they're not going to throw the move right away because there's no way that you're going to throw the Thunder Punch right away, right? So just get out of that matchup immediately. So again, this is what you let them do. Okay, Charge Bug. Oh yeah, Charge Bug's really, really rough against you. And they cut a Grass Knot at that, so that is really bad. X Scissor probably takes you out from this range. Super effective, 40% health left. I mean, you are very tanky, so maybe you live with like 1 HP. Cress is just so freaking tanky, man. Okay, get the Future State off. I'll take out, so they'll keep Switch. They're gonna have to throw an X Scissor if they have it right away, else you're gonna take them out. Oh no, 4 versus 5. See, I still 18 freaking seasons and do not understand when the timing registers on these moves, because you have a 4-turn fast move here against a 5-turn fast move. I was always under the assumption that it does not register right on the last one, right? If it's a 3-turn move, it does not register on the 3. If it's a 4-turn move, it does not register on the 4. If it's a 5-turn, it doesn't register on 5. I always assumed that it registers on the one before. But what just happened here is I guess because it's 4. Okay, I get it. I see it now. Because it's 4 in a move. It's not like you're starting your next fast move, because then maybe it registers before. Like your damage will land and then you throw the move, but then their damage will land. I guess if you're going 4 plus a move, their damage won't register because yeah, okay, that makes sense. Never mind. Working through it tonight. Okay, so I guess 4 plus a move makes sense that the damage doesn't register. They get the discharge off. Now the damage lands on the thing. That's fine. You have a move, Gligar. This will one-shot. I expect them to shield. And they do. Now you got shield advantage. I would shield here. Yeah. Even a Mud Bomb there. I would Aqua Tail ASAP. Problem is Aqua Tail's not going to take out. You're going to have to throw 2. And I would throw 2 to take this out immediately or grab a shield. They may shield, and they may, jeez. I was about to say, they may shield, try and get the Scald off, try and lower your attack. Just another Mud Bomb. The only problem with this is I don't think 1 Aqua Tail takes out. And I think the very little chip that has been done is probably enough to put you in dig range. So you're probably going to need to catch, or else they're going to get to a dig and take you out. Shadow on shadow. Like a dig should take you out from this range. Yeah. That's the only problem there. So what would I do differently? You have to I think you need to come out with a bit more energy here. I think spamming to grab this shield was the right play. To grab this shield. shielding it back here was the right play, because if it was a Scald, that would hurt. And I get you're trying to like come out with a little bit of. The thing is like, yeah, it's tough. Because if they do land a Mud Bomb, I think you can live. If they land a Scald, you probably can't. A Mud Bomb probably takes you in wing attack range. Yeah, it's tough to get out of that. Because you need to come out with enough health and enough energy to take out the Gligar, but I don't think you could in that scenario. Okay, Jellicent, crap lead. Ooh, Cress is bad too against this. Yeah, I think you almost have to. Now you got a shield though. I get it, you're trying to fast move time, optimize properly, so you're gonna have to just commit that throw here. This will chip. I don't think it'll take out. These Incinerates are adding up. Yeah, you're gonna have to shield here again. I think you can Incinerate and go back-to-back Thunder Punch. Now, I don't even know if a Thunder Punch takes out from 50. Well, you're down to 50%, so probably super effective, even though it's non-stab. We'll find out right now, because you can go back-to-back. So I'm interested to see whether this actually can take out a Jellicent from 50% health. Wow. So you win in the 2 shield, just going straight Thunder Punch on Jellicent, because the Incinerates do so freaking much. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so you got alignment here, which is huge. I wouldn't even throw immediately, especially that they're not getting out. Yeah, I would have. I saw that you pressed it and it did not register here. So your Typhlosion goes down. I saw that you like got to the move and you tried to like throw like here on like 5. If they're staying in here, nothing's going to hurt you. So I would just farm up a ton of energy to make sure that you're coming out with a ton of energy for whatever's in the back here, because you're easily going to take this. And then out comes the Altaria. So yeah, chipping it here. You may even want to consider getting to an Aqua Tail before you get out of here. Yeah, just bank that Aqua Tail. I was supposed to say, Grass Knot's double resisted, but they're in the red, so it probably does take out from here. Not gonna chance it. I know, it's such a weird one. It probably does like 10%, but they're at like 10%, so... now you have a move banked on Quagsire, so you should win. I mean, 2 Grass Knots probably take out from here anyways, so... They're just gonna commit to the farm down. Because they kind of have to. Bad fast move time in there, but is it going to matter in the ending if this takes out? Ooh. Yeah, that's the... that was maybe one of the more risky plays. Unless you did it in their mid-animation, but still, that's... If you're going to win CMP, that's more of a friggin' risky play anyways. Okay. I don't know how much these Incinerates are going to do, plus the Thunder Punch comes quick. Yeah. I was about to say, you'll probably grab a shield immediately, but they could just farm down here. And that's what they're going to do. So yeah, I think it's smart to grab that shield and go into Cress. Lickitung's not as amazing anymore with these hard-hitting feature sites. Lick is obviously super effective, but... and the Bystam spam will add up, but these feature sites are way better than harder hitting than Moonblast, right? So you're basically 2 feature sites in Psycho Cut as opposed to... before where it's like multiple Moonblasts and a Grass Knot. So gonna take a second body slam here. You're already up a shield, going for that future sight. Maybe it won't take out. It'll be pretty close though. Going to get the Grass Knot. It's one of those things where you like theoretically could Psycho. The licks may add up quicker. So yeah, it's good just to get this out of here. Dragonite. Ooh, this is a problem. What do you do here? You're debating because I'm debating, because now they're going to farm you down and before you get to move. Yeah. But now they're in Aqua Tail range. Again, I don't care about... Dragonite's not... Although Altarias are a little more... This is the only problem with this team. Not that there's a ton of them, but Dragonite, Altaria... basically is very, very, very tough for this team. Just in general. The Dragon Breath average Incinerate's resisted, Mudshot's resisted. They have to go Stone Edge, Thunder Punch neutral. Very glassy Pokemon, Typhlosion and Quagsire, especially the Shadow version. So the Dragon Breaths are going to add up a lot. I get what you're doing here. You're coming because Incinerate's still doing a ton of damage. Putting it within Aqua Tail range now. You're going to have to shield up at least one Dragon Claw, maybe two. They'll have two before you get to one Aqua Tail for sure. So now you have to shield up both because you don't want them back. Because if you let this go and they get a little more Dragon Breath, they could just like shield and farm even more here. Oh, and they get to a third. This game's over. Yeah, one, you have to try and grab the shield, but this is the tricky situation. They're doing what I would do, is just committing to that Dragon Breath, and then something in the back could probably just fast move you down. Yeah, it's a Water Gun Lantern at that. And that's the problem with sort of the team comp when you get into those matchups. And that's the thing. So you're doing this is where the team comp fails. I like the idea of team comp, and I like the balance of it. You can just chalk up Altarias and Dragonites to losses. That's fine. The problem with running a team like this is you're using the two glassy Pokemon, one bulky Pokemon method, where basically how it's supposed to work is you're supposed to just not two shield, but like use both shields between Typhlosion and Quagsire, and Cressle acts as your third shield / safe swap just to absorb the damage and not have to use any shields on it, which is fine. The problem comes to when you get these either fast move damage or really fast hitting Pokemon. So like any Dragon Breath user, even like some counter users, Shadow Claw, like again, these are more like balanced, but like the fast damage, like Dragon Breath, trying to think what else is like a fast damage. Yeah, I said counter and Shadow Claw because they do add up. Plus they get to the moves fast. But like I'm just thinking like spammy Pokemon, like your Whiscash, Swamperts, anything that can like spam in like 4 or 5, like what is that? 2 seconds. So like 8 seconds, 10 seconds. No, it's a half second. It's a half second. So Mudshot is 1 second. So like 5 seconds. That can just spam like 5 seconds. Charge moves or just fast move damage are just going to take these Pokemon down way too fast when you have both of them on the same team. So that's the only sort of problem. And you just saw it with the Dragonite, right? The Dragonite Dragon Breath damage just like overpowered both Typhlosion and Quagsire, and that's partially because you have no move for them, and that's partially just because it's a fast move damage Pokemon, and these do not do well against those Pokemon. So tons of Incinerate, get the Thunder Punch off. They've already grabbed a shield from you. For Alligator, definitely worth just staying in and getting these Thunder Punches off. There's one. Can you get to one more? Probably, because these two is crazy how fast this charges. You're going to have to eat this all on Crests and get to a Grass Knot to take this out. You'll live 1, obviously. Will you live 2 between the Claws and the Hydros? That is a little trickier because this thing really hurts. So no, you will not. We're going to try and catch, and you are very well aware of that. So both moves are neutral. I think someone said Aqua Tail has a better damage per energy than Stone Edge, but it's close. But I think it has better, so they're gonna Brave Bird you. They're now in Aqua Tail range because they just Brave Bird you. So good over farm bit. I was gonna say, at the worst, you're gonna force them to dump energy. And they do not enough to take you out. How much? I don't like what your opponent did there, and now you're gonna snake. Oh, you have a move. Yeah, I was about to say, I think their only win con was like coming out with a Hydro to win CMP against Cress. There. Anyways, 35th. 17 minutes of battles and 34 minutes of videos, and maybe not all of it coherent, but that's pretty standard. Anyways, yes. So the sort of two main things I saw, Again, team comp, there's just gonna be problems against some of those like flying Pokemon in general, because there's also a lot of like flyers that are water, right? I called out Dragonite and Altaria, but like Mantine is going to cause you a bit of problems with the water. Again, you have Thunder Punch, so actually Mantine's not going to be as bad. I forgot this Thunder Punch actually provides you insane coverage on the water flyers, because those are double super effective Thunder Punches, which do a ton. So maybe it's not that bad. Maybe it's just the Dragon Flyers that are causing you the biggest problems, which again, you don't need to change a team comp just for that. But just be aware that because they're both so glassy, like if you get like a combination of like a spammy team with a fast move damage team, it's going to be a little trouble for those two. And then yeah, the biggest one was just the Whiscash lead. There's no point of trying to catch that when they're not gonna throw right on 5 anyways. Like they're not gonna throw right when they get to Mud Bomb, because there's no reason to, because you can't threaten them with anything. So that is basically it. If you, yeah, like I said, please send me some battles. It is Great League, Ultra League, Match League this week. I've got a couple. So I went through the video submissions. I have maybe only 6 left. So I deleted, again, I showcased a ton of summer cups from you guys. I deleted the rest because it's not going to be back till next summer, and that's just going to be so out of relevance by then. So I have like maybe one more Great League team from the beginning of the season. There's only like 6 because I deleted a bunch. And there's only 6 videos left in my submission link. There's like this one, another Great League one, and then there's like 2 or 3 Ultra Leagues and 2 Master Leagues. So I'm definitely going to use those Ultra League and Master Leagues probably at a future Ultra League Master. I may use one Ultra League this week, but I'm definitely probably going to use most of those at a future Ultra League Master League week. So if you want me to check your Great League teams this week, link in the description. And I think Open Great League is on again, if I remember, next week with Master Premier. It was, if I remember, it's a really weird one. I think I just looked at it and I was like, oh, that's weird. Yeah, Great League next week and Master Premier. So Great League will be on again. So if you want to submit, there's a very good chance that I will showcase that next week for Great League. And then the Master Premier, we'll definitely place some of that. And then I'm in New York for Go Fest on the right when league turnover is for the Ultra League and Great League Remix. So I'll have a Great League Remix team because I can shoot that before I go. But you're probably not going to get any Great League Remix videos from me until I come back from New York. So that's gonna be like Tuesday. I do plan to shoot in New York. I gotta start confirming everything. The place is basically confirmed. I gotta talk to Poke Daxi and figure out all that, confirm that, drive down and his camera and stuff like that. But I plan to shoot, if everything goes according to plan, I plan to shoot vlogs and stuff down there and try to upload them immediately. So you'll probably get like, even though Great League Remix starts the Friday, you'll probably get like me doing like the city tour and on the Friday for a Saturday video. You're probably going to get my Saturday Go Fest day on Sunday and stuff like that. So you're going to get a lot of just like, it'll be a change for this channel. But you know, given how stale GBL is, I think a change for doing an in-person Go Fest will be kind of interesting. So anyways, I've been talking a lot. That's it. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.